The mobile phone has grown to be the most used device. How do you think this will affect marketing plans in general?
I think it's going to change the marketing plans enormously compared to what we did years ago. Obviously, there will be a lot more focus on digital and making sure that all our content and TVCs, etc., is translated into the digital universe. But also in terms of how we can activate our consumers, we have an enormous amount of opportunities with mobile marketing that we have only seen a very, very, very little glimpse of so far.
You say it will change marketing plans enormously. Can you come up with some example from Carlsberg as to how it has changed your marketing plans?
Yes, and I actually think that we have already taken at least a little step in that direction. One of the examples is that we did a huge campaign for Tuborg this spring. And 3 years ago, this campaign would have been a campaign with 2 or 3 TVCs, outdoor execution as well, print in magazines, and maybe a little bit of banner online communication. This year, the campaign actually did, you can say, more or less the traditional stuff. We had TVCs, but we also did no less than 35 different TVCs that was only broadcasted digitally. So at least that's a big change for us. But I also think it changes the way that we do our commercials. So in the past, we did a lot of very, very fine executions of TVC with very high production value. Now it's more accepted that we go out there and we shoot 3 or 4 TVCs in a day, very, very fast, because consumers are used to not having the same production value as they did in the past. So we're able to do a lot more and engage a lot more consumers, and also we are able to broadcast a lot more different messages to the consumers.
So you're actually already seeing that the marketing plans are changing, and nothing is free in this world. So how do you get the budget? Are you planning to remove resources from other marketing areas to be able to prioritize mobile marketing more?
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that over the past years we have been sort of in a limbo where we didn't really dared or had the guts to take away too much of our traditional marketing, but in the same time we were kind of experimenting with the new world and doing more digital stuff. Now we are ready to take a bigger step, because we sort of have a better view on the return on investment on digital than we had 2-3 years ago. So now we are ready to take the step and take budget from the more traditional media and into digital. But we live in a budget scarce world, so obviously we have to work within the same frames, and therefore we have to transfer money from traditional and into digital. Absolutely.
Very interesting. You mentioned that you can actually see the return on investment. Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah. We have done what we call ROMI study, return on marketing investment studies, where we know as exactly as it can be, because it's not a perfect science, but as exactly as it can be, how much return we get on the different media vehicles. And we can see now that with the engagement that we are able to do, for instance on social media with our consumers, the return on investment is actually very attractive for us. Also compared to traditional media like outdoor, for instance, which is more like a dead media, where there is no interaction opportunities for the consumers. So we're seeing more and more that the digital space actually pays off for us.